Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sweet Star Candle YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be making some Halloween cookie wax melts 3 different ways. So I want to let you guys know that if you're interested in any sparkling candles or wax melts, I have some that are perfect for the Halloween and fall season. My Pumpkin Patch Cat candles and wax melts on my website. I'll have a link down below. Now let's get back to the tutorial. So for step 1, you need to pick out whatever silicone mold you're going to use for your cookie base. So I have some extra large hearts. This is going to be one of my designs. And I also am thinking I can use my candle lid off my candles, add some aluminum foil, I'll scrunch it up to try to get a cookie design. And I'll add that right in there. Making sure I don't get any holes in it when I press down. And I think I'm going to actually leave this in this lid so it's more secure. I'm actually going to wipe out my heart mold with some alcohol. So my first step is going to be measuring out my brown wax. This is going to be the base of our larger cookies and our heart-shaped cookies. I'll have a number that pops up on screen that lets you know how much wax you need per large cookie and how much wax you need per heart cookie. So to this wax, I'm going to add 1 drop liquid yellow candle dye and 1 drop brown liquid candle dye. I'm actually going to add 2 drops brown. I accidentally added 3, but that's okay, it'll just be a darker brown color. So just adjust for how much brown you want in your cookie base. I'm going to add my wax to my electric hot plate. I'm also going to add some mica powder. I use the Diamond Dust mica powder from Nature's Gardens. I'm going to use 1/64 teaspoon of this. So once your wax reaches 200 degrees Fahrenheit, feel free to add whatever fragrance oil you want to. I'll have one that pops up on screen that I think would be great for these, and I'll also have it linked down below. So once your fragrance oil is mixed in, you can take it off the heat. I'm going to let my wax cool to 160 degrees Fahrenheit or less, and then we're ready to pour into our molds. So my wax has cooled to about 155 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pour into my hearts. I'm actually not going to fill these up all the way, unless you want to do that, but I'm going to fill them up about halfway. And then here is my large cookie. I'm going to let these fully solidify and I'll be right back. So while my cookie base is solidifying, I'm going to actually prep my embeds that are going to go on top. So for my bleeding heart cookie, I'm going to use these hearts in this mold from Amazon. For my ghost, I'm going to use this ghost right here. I got this from Marshalls. Marshalls and places like that are really good for finding silicone molds, as long as they can withstand some heat, because they're normally a lot cheaper than if you bought them on Amazon, and they normally have really cool designs. And finally, this is the pumpkin mold. This is also from Amazon. As you can see, they've got little faces. So, really cute. I'll have all those linked down below, and if I can find this one, I'll have this linked down below. So we're basically just going to add wax of the colors that we want into these. So I'm going to get these prepped on some paper towels. So here they are, all lined up. I'm going to clean these off with some more alcohol, and then we are ready to make some wax. So the first one I'm going to get ready is for these little pumpkins. I'll have a number that pops up on screen that tells you about how much wax approximately each one of these pumpkins will need. I'm just going to add a little bit of wax to my pitcher because I don't really think we'll need that much. I'm going to get this melting. I'm going to add 1 drop of liquid orange candle dye. I'm also going to add some mica powder. This time I'm going to use 1/2 of the 1/64 teaspoon. So my orange wax is fully melted. I'm going to take it off the heat, and I'm going to let it cool to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So my wax is cooled and I'm ready to pour. Next is going to be my ghost. I'm going to add a little bit of wax to my pitcher. I'll have another number that pops up on screen that tells you how much wax you'll need per ghost. To this wax, I'm going to add some more mica powder. I'm going to use 1/2 of a 1/64 teaspoon. I'm going to take my wax off the melter. I'm going to let my white wax cool to 160 degrees or less. So I'll let my wax cool, and now I'm going to pour into my ghost. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the hearts, and I'm not going to fill it up all the way. I'm going to fill it up about halfway. And we're going to make the hearts, and I'm also going to get my red drizzle ready. I'm going to add a small amount of wax to my pitcher again. I'll have another number that pops up on screen that tells you how much you'll need per heart mold. I'm going to add some mica powder one more time. I'm going to use 1/2 of a 1/64 teaspoon. I'm also going to add 1 drop liquid red candle dye. I'm going to take my pitcher off the heat, and I'm going to let my red wax cool to 160 degrees Fahrenheit or less. So now that my wax is cool, I'm going to pour into my little hearts. I'm actually going to let all of my components sit overnight, and I will be right back. So I let my elements sit overnight, and now it's time to unmold all of them. I'm actually going to leave my hearts in there. We're going to work with these in the mold. So here is our aluminum foil makeshift cookie. I'm actually going to cover up the top with some white wax so it's not so ugly looking. I think I would just recommend maybe not crinkling up the aluminum foil as much as I did to keep some more parts flatter, but it looks pretty good. So for these hearts, I'm actually going to melt down the red wax from yesterday, remelt it down, and then I will use a pipette and kind of make some red icing. So I've melted my red wax again, and I'm going to take a pipette and just squeeze some out on my cookies. While this is still liquid, I'm going to add my hearts. And if you want to, you can drizzle over them a little bit too. And if you want to, you can also add some glitter. This is from Mad Micas. I'll have it linked down below. And this can kind of act like your sprinkles to your cookies. I'm going to unmold it now that I've let it cool down. So my next step is going to be melting down some white wax. It's going to be our white icing for our cookie that we made with the aluminum foil. And I'm also going to put some on the other two hearts. While I've got my white wax melting, I'm going to get my pitcher for my brown wax from yesterday, and I'm going to make another of these aluminum foil cookies. And this time, instead of crinkling up the aluminum foil a lot, I'm going to try to keep it a lot flatter. Just like that. So my next step for these cookies is I'm going to melt down some white wax, and that's going to be our frosting. To my frosting, I'm going to add some more mica powder. I'm going to use 1/64 teaspoon. So once your white wax is melted and reached 200 degrees Fahrenheit, feel free to add whatever fragrance oil you want to. So while my white wax is melting, I'm actually going to unmold this other brown cookie. This one is going to have our little ghost on top. So my white wax is melted, and I'm going to use another pipette and pipette some icing onto the cookies. while my white is still liquidy on these, I'm going to add my pumpkins. I'm also going to add more mermaid trails. And now for my big cookies. Now for my ghost, I'm just going to use a little bit of the wax just as a glue, and then stick him right on there. I think I'm actually going to go around him a little bit, put some more white down, so he looks like he's got a little bit of icing. And finally, my last step, this is optional, I'm going to take some black liquid candle dye, put it on a Q-tip, and I'm basically going to paint in the eyes and the mouth of our ghost, and the eyes and the mouth and the nose of our pumpkins. Before that color gets stuck, I'm going to wipe off the top with a paper towel. I'm actually just going to do the mouth on the pumpkin, or the ghost. I don't think I can get in there to the eyes. I'm going to try it with this guy. And take some more paper towel and dab off the top. I'm going to do these little guys too. I'm going to let all these guys fully cool down, and I will be right back. So let everything cool down. Time to take out cookies. And if this happens to you, just melt a little bit of wax or use a heat gun and just stick it right back on. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more Halloween tutorials. And make sure to check out my website. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested. Make sure to check out the links down below. I'll have a link to the fragrance oil I use, the wax that I use, all the supplies I use, so check that out too. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next Thursday.